The silence from the science station stayed. No one answered the calls. No signals came back. Ships sent to check the area never returned. People across the Empire now watched the skies with fear. The name Black Drift was spreading fast. On the Morning Star, Rachel stood in the control room. She looked at the newest report from Earth. Another system had gone dark, a place far from Empire space. That confirmed the Black Drift was not stopping. Leo looked up from his screen. They lost contact with Yellen Station 2. Same pattern, quick and clean. No signs left behind. Megan checked the deep scans. The energy readings are growing. It's spreading faster. Rachel turned to the window. Then we have to move. No more waiting. She opened a wide message to all nearby systems. This is Captain Rachel Monroe of the Morning Star. We have warned you. We have shared the data. The Black Drift is real. It is close. It is not a storm or a ship. It is a wave that destroys everything in its path. Now we go to the edge. We go to stop it, or slow it, or die trying. The message reached many places. Some turned away, some listened, some followed. On Relcor Prime, Governor Larrick watched the message. He called his council. Get our ships ready, he said. We stand with them. On Earth, Admiral Dawson sent a quiet signal. A fleet of support ships began to power up. They have led the way, he said. Now we follow. The Morning Star turned away from the Empire's center and began to move. Fast, its path was clear. Toward the dead zone. Toward the place where signals died and ships vanished. Rachel sat in the captain's chair. Her crew stayed silent. Everyone knew what could happen next. After 2 days of travel, they reached the edge of the dark zone. Space looked different here. Stars were dim. Light bent in strange ways. Time felt slow. Megan whispered, "It's here." Rachel gave the order. All scans on. Record everything. Shields full. The ship moved forward. At first, nothing happened. Just silence. Then the lights flickered. The floor shook. Leo grabbed the controls. "Something is pulling us," he said. Rachel stayed calm. "Hold course. Let it see us." Outside, a black shape began to form. It was not solid. It had no face or shape. It was like a hole in space, but it moved. It grew. It reached. Megan shouted, energy drain increasing. All systems dropping. "We can't hold long." Rachel stood. She opened the main channel to all ships. "This is the Morning Star. We have made contact. The Black Drift is real. We are in it now. Our systems are failing, but we still record. Share this. Show this. Let the galaxy see." Other ships now arrive near the edge. Some were from Earth, some from free worlds, some from the Empire. They all watched as the Morning Star vanished inside the dark. Inside the ship, the lights dimmed. The engines failed. The screens went black. Rachel stood with her crew in the dark. "This is what we came for," she said. "This is the truth." Then everything stopped. For a long time, there was only darkness. Then slowly, a light returned. A small light, a signal. Back on Earth, in the control center, a signal came in. Weak, broken, but real. Lisa looked at it. "It's them. It's biz." Rachel, Admiral Dawson listened as the message played. "We passed through it. We saw the center. It feeds on light, on heat, on life. But it is not endless. There is a way through, a path. It must be sealed. We have the map. We are alive. Across the Empire, The message was shared. People cried. People cheered. The humans had gone into the Black Drift and returned. On Relcor Prime, Governor Larrick sent ships to support. On free worlds, leaders called for meetings. On Earth, the fleet moved out. Even in the Empire, some commanders turned their ships toward the threat. Admiral Seren gave his order. We fight with them, not against them. The galaxy began to unite, slowly, carefully, but together. And on the edge of the darkness, the morning star moved again. Its lights were dim, but its course was steady. Rachel looked at her crew. We are not finished. We started something bigger than us. Now we see it through. Leo smiled. Let's lead the way. Megan nodded, till the stars shine again. And the morning star flew on. Toward hope. Toward the end of fear. Toward the future. VVVVVVV asterisk. The morning star flew through space with quiet purpose. The ship was damaged, but it still moved. Its crew had seen the Black Drift. They had passed through its edge. Now they carried the only map of the safe path through it. Rachel Munro stood near the front window. Her hands rested on the rail. She looked at the stars ahead and the fading darkness behind. She knew the fight was not over, but she also knew they had given the galaxy a chance. Leo worked at the pilot station. His hands moved carefully over the controls. Main engines are holding, he said, but we should dock soon for repairs. Megan was running checks on the power systems. Some systems are still weak, but core data is safe. We have everything recorded. Rachel nodded. That's all that matters. We didn't lose it. They sent the data to every ship that answered their signal. They did not hide the truth. They gave the galaxy the only tool that could help against the Black Drift. Soon answers began to arrive. Earth Command thanked them and confirmed that a fleet was now on the way. Many free worlds promised support. Even some parts of the Empire sent messages of unity. Admiral Seren sent a short message. We will not fight you. We will join you. On Relcor Prime, Governor Larrick gave orders for evacuation drills and shield upgrades. He spoke to his people. The humans warned us. They did not run. Now we must not run either. Back on Earth, Admiral Dawson sent a new signal to the Morning Star. We are preparing a special fleet. You will lead it. The mission will be to build a barrier at the safe path. Rachel read the message and shared it with Leo and Megan. A barrier? Megan asked. Yes, Rachel said. A strong shield line, not to trap it, but to delay it, to slow it until we learn how to stop it for good. Leo smiled. We'll lead again. Rachel gave a small smile. We never stopped. The Morning Star reached a repair station built by the Alliance. Workers from many worlds helped fix the ship. While repairs were done, Rachel spoke to new leaders and officers. They came from Earth, from old allies, from Empire systems, and even from places that had never taken a side before. Now they all stood in the same room. Rachel stood before them and said, we have one chance, one line to hold. If the Black Drift breaks through, it will keep going. It will not stop. We must build strong. We must work together. Many agreed. Plans were made. Schedules were shared. Crews were formed. Weeks passed. The barrier grew. It stretched between systems, filled with shield units, warning posts, and energy traps. It was the largest project in the galaxy's history. The Morning Star was the command ship. Rachel and her crew made sure each part worked. They checked every system. They spoke to every team. Then came the test. A small part of the black drift reached the edge of the new line. Sensors screamed, power, levels dropped, lights dimmed, but the shields held. The drift pulled and pushed, but it did not pass. Everyone cheered. The news spread fast. The barrier worked, but Rachel stayed calm. This is only the start. We slowed it, not stopped it. We still need a way to end it. Later, Megan found something strange in the energy readings. She brought it to Rachel. Look here, in the center of the drift, there's something moving. It's not just a cloud. Something is inside it. Rachel studied the data. A center, yes, Megan said. We think it's a kind of mind, a source. Rachel thought for a long time. Then, if we reach that, maybe we can end it. Leo looked unsure. Go back inside. Again, Rachel nodded. One last time. The news was shared with the Alliance. Some warned against it. Some offered help. In the end, it was decided. A small team would go. The Morning Star would lead. They left quietly. Just one ship, moving fast through space. Heading once more toward the dark dot as they neared the edge of the black drift. The lights dimmed again. The stars vanished. Time slowed. Rachel gave the order. Engage the path. Follow the safe line. Leo and Megan watched the screens. Entering now, systems stable. The ship passed into the dark. This time, they did not stop. They moved toward the center. Toward the mind. Hours passed. Then the shape appeared. Not a monster, not a ship, but a mass of light and shadow. Pulsing slowly, Megan gasped. That's it. That's the source. Rachel opened a channel. No words, just a signal. A message of peace, of understanding. A message sent with hope. For a moment, nothing changed. Then the light blinked. The shadow moved back. The pull stopped. Outside the black drift, the energy levels dropped. The wave paused. On Earth, on Relcor Prime, across the Empire, people watched as the darkness pulled away. The message had reached it. The drift had heard. The Morning Star turned and came back. This time, no shaking, no pain, no fear. Rachel looked at her crew. We gave it a reason to stop. Maybe it never had one before. Megan smiled. We did it, Leo said. We all did it. Together. And, as the stars came back into view, the ship flew on. Not to fight, not to warn, but to lead, to build. Admiral Saran sat alone in the command room. The screen in front of him showed a quiet starfield, but his mind was full of noise. He had listened to the human captain. Her words were calm but powerful. She spoke of danger, not of conquest. He had never seen an enemy act like this. He called for a secure channel and spoke to Chancellor Verix. The ship passed us again. No fire, no threats, just words. They believe something worse is coming. Verix leaned forward. Do you believe? Them? I do not know, Saren said, but I know they could have attacked us, and they didn't. Verix stayed quiet for a moment. Then he said, keep following them. Watch their moves. But do not act unless they strike first. Saren ended the call. He turned to his staff, tracked the Morning Star. No engagement unless ordered. Meanwhile, deep inside the Morning Star, Rachel Monroe sat in her room. The lights were dim. She looked at a small photo on her desk. It was Earth, seen from orbit, taken long ago. Leo knocked and entered. We're near a broadcast point. If you want to send a message to command, now's the time. Rachel stood up and walked to the com panel. She pressed a button. "This is Captain Rachel Monroe, ship Morning Star, reporting from inside Zalari space. No conflict yet. First contact made. Warnings sent. We are continuing toward the central zone. We'll update again soon." Back on Earth, her message reached Command Center Alpha. Admiral Ken Dawson received it and read the full report. He turned to his aide, Lisa Howard. "She did it," he said. "They didn't shoot." Lisa nodded. "She's moving deeper." "Should we prepare support?" "Not yet," Dawson said. "Let her show them who we are. Let them decide." Back in Zalari space, the Morning Star approached a group of moons. These moons were home to several mining colonies. The ship slowed, not because of danger, but to scan for signs of the Black Drift. Megan Ross looked at the scans. "Radiation here is slightly higher than normal. Some strange signals in the deep crust." Rachel nodded. "Keep recording. Every detail helps." Suddenly, a message appeared on screen. It came from one of the mining stations. "Unknown vessel. You are entering a protected zone. State your purpose or leave." Rachel replied, "We are here to scan for a dangerous force. We do not wish to harm or interfere." There was silence. For a minute, then the reply came. "You may scan, but do not land, and do not stay long." Rachel agreed, understood. For hours, the Morning Star scanned the moons. Leo checked the readings. "I think the Black Drift came through here. Not strong, but enough to leave a trace." Rachel looked serious. "Then we're close." Far away, inside the Imperial Palace, Chancellor Verix met with a secret group. These were not military leaders. They were scientists and historians. "You studied the old human files," Verix said. "Tell me the truth. Could they be right?" One of the older scientists stepped forward. "Long ago, there were reports of dark energy fields, ships that vanished, stars that dimmed. The humans wrote about something like this. We thought it was just fear. Is it still fear?" Verix asked. The scientist shook his head. "We do not know. But the signs they mention match old data we ignored." Verix took a deep breath. "Then maybe it is time we stop ignoring." Back on the Morning Star, a new signal came in. This one was not from a station. It was a private message. A small ship wanted to meet. The pilot said he was from a free planet. He did not support the Empire. Rachel looked at the message. "Let him dock carefully." The ship was small and old. A man stepped out. He was tall, with grey hair and worn clothes. He gave his name as Yolan. "I lived through the early Empire days," Yolan said. "I remember when your kind left. Some said you were gone for good. Others said you were waiting. I believed the second." Rachel invited him to sit. "Why reach out now?" "Because your ship gave people hope," Yolan said. "The Empire is strong, but not trusted. Many want change. They just need a reason." Rachel nodded. "Change is coming, but not just from us. Something worse is on the way. We need others to see it too." Yolan listened. Then he said, "I will share what I learn here." Quietly, carefully, Rachel thanked him. He left the ship without asking for more. He was not a soldier, just a man who remembered. Later, Leo turned to Rachel. "Do you think more will come?" "Yes," she said. "Not because of power, because of truth." As the Morning Star moved on, messages started to spread across the Empire. On small worlds, on old stations, people spoke in whispers. They spoke of the human ship, of warnings, of something dark coming. Some laughed, some listened, but all of them remembered the name, human and far beyond the edge of known space. In the cold, dark, something ancient moved again, silent, slow, hungry. The black drift was coming, and the humans were the first to see it. Asterisk. The morning star moved closer to the center of the empire. Each day brought new signals, more watchers, and more whispers, but no one attacked. No ship blocked their path. The name of the ship was now known in many systems. People called it the Ghost Ship, the Quiet Storm, the Return. Rachel Monroe stood on the bridge, watching the stars. Leo Grant sat at the pilot seat, while Megan Ross checked the core systems. Everything was calm, but no one felt safe. "We are being followed again," Megan said. "4 ships, no weapons active, just tracking us." Rachel nodded. "Let them follow. We are not hiding." Leo smiled. "Feels strange, like we're the ones in charge." Rachel looked at the screen. "We are not here to lead, but we are not here to kneel either." Far behind them, Admiral Saron was on his ship. He watched the morning star from a safe distance. He still had orders not to attack, but now he was receiving daily messages from the people. Many were asking questions. Why was the Empire afraid of one ship? Why were the humans here? What did they know? Some Empire worlds had started to speak out. They wanted answers. They wanted peace. Others sent warnings, asking for more weapons and ships. The Empire was splitting, not with war, but with doubt. Saren opened a channel to the capital. The ship continues forward. People are talking. Some support them. Others fear them. Chancellor Verix listened. "And you, what do you believe now?" "I believe they are not lying," Saren said. "I believe something worse is coming." Verix gave a slow nod. "Then let us listen before we act." On board the Morning Star, a new message arrived. This one was from a large space station. Ahead, it was called Relcor Prime. It was important to the Empire, full of trade and fuel. The message was short. "You may approach. No landing. No weapons. Talk only." Rachel agreed. "Set course for the outer ring," she told Leo. As the morning star neared the station, thousands of eyes watched. People on the station stared at screens. They wanted to see the ship. Some had never seen a human. Others remembered stories from the past. A channel opened. A face appeared. It was Governor Lerick of Relcor Prime. He looked unsure but calm. "You were close to our station," Lerick said. "Why?" Rachel stood in front of the camera. "To talk, to explain, to warn." Lerick crossed his arms. "The Empire says you are dangerous." "I believe danger is coming," Rachel said. "Not from us, from something bigger, something worse." Lerick listened. "People here are afraid. Some are angry. Some are hopeful. Can you prove your words?" Rachel turned to Megan. "Show the scan logs." Megan sent the data across. It showed signs of energy fields, radiation trails, and stars that had gone dark. The data matched the path of the black drift. "This is what we follow," Rachel said. "It leaves no cities, no ships, just silence." Lerick looked at the data. "I need time. The people will ask questions." "You have time," Rachel said, "but not forever." The signal ended. The morning star stayed in orbit, waiting. That night, on the station, people gathered in small groups. They looked at the sky. Some held hands, some whispered prayers. Some cried. A small child pointed at the ship and asked, "Are they here to save us?" His mother held him close. "I don't know, but they came back." The next morning, a new message arrived. This one was from the edge of the Empire. A small science station had gone silent. All contact was lost. The station was near a place where the black drift was last seen. Rachel read the report. It has started. Leo asked, "Do we go there?" Rachel shook her head. "Not yet. We need to speak again. 2 more people. They need to believe us." Later, that day, a new ship arrived near the Morning Star. It was not from the Empire. It carried the flag of a free world. The captain asked to speak. Rachel met the captain on a secure channel. He gave his name as Nolan. He was young but serious. "My world left the Empire years ago," Nolan said. "We live in peace, but we watch closely. We believe your warning." Rachel thanked him. "Will you help?" "I will share your message," Nolan said. "And if the black drift comes, we will stand with you." Rachel nodded. That may be the start of something new. More messages followed. Some were offers of help. Some asked for truth. Some warned of resistance. But the voice of the people was growing. And in that voice, there was hope. Back on Earth, Admiral Dawson watched the reports. Lisa stood beside him. "They're listening," she said. "They are," Dawson said. "But soon they must act." In the dark part of the galaxy, near the silent science station, space began to shift. Light bent. Time slowed. A shadow moved. The black drift had arrived, and soon the galaxy would feel its hunger. For many years, the Zellery Empire controlled a large part of the galaxy. Their rule was strong, and no one dared to challenge them. Their ships were fast, and their weapons powerful. Every border was watched. Every planet followed the empires. Law, peace was kept by fear. The Empire believed nothing could surprise them. Then, one day, an alarm changed everything. Near the outer edge of the Empire, a warning light flashed red. It was a deep space sensor located close to the nebula wall. The officer in charge, Commander Telric, looked at the screen. Something unknown had entered Zellery space. It was moving very fast, faster than anything they had ever seen. No identification. Code. No sign of where it came from. Telric called the capital. "We have a contact," he said. "Unknown ship. It came from the edge of the nebula. Speed is extreme. We cannot match it. We cannot scan it. It is heading straight toward our space." The message reached the Imperial Command in less than a minute. High Admiral Seren watched the data with sharp eyes. The ship was moving in strange patterns, making sudden turns that no normal engine could allow. 3 patrol ships tried to follow it. 1 lost control and crashed. The other 2 gave up. Back on the ship, inside the unknown vessel, a woman named Rachel Monroe sat in the captain's chair. She looked calm. Her dark hair was tied back, and her eyes stayed on the navigation screen. Beside her was Leo Grant, the pilot. Behind them, Megan Ross, the ship's engineer, checked the power readings. "Course stable," Leo said. "We're still on path. Fold system is holding strong." Megan nodded. "Shields are fine. We're getting some minor readings from outside. Scans trying to hit us." Rachel smiled. "Let them try." Their ship, called the Morning Star, was one of a kind. It had no known match in this part of the galaxy. Earth had sent it not to fight, but to test the new drive. Still, they all knew something like this would cause trouble. Back on the Empire side, panic was rising. The unknown ship had passed 2 borderlines. It ignored warnings. It avoided every scan. It looked like a ghost. Admiral Saren ordered more. Ships to move. 20 fighters, 5 cruisers, and a command ship left orbit. Their goal was to block the unknown vessel. "We must stop it before it reaches Sector 6, Saren said. "If we lose that system, the whole chain will shake." The Empire had many enemies, but they had never seen anything like this. The files listed a word last used 300 years ago. Human. No one had seen a human ship since the Empire's rise. Some said they had left the galaxy. Others believed they were all gone. Now, that word was showing again. Rachel sat quietly as her ship neared the first checkpoint. The stars outside were calm. Leo tapped a few controls. Multiple ships ahead. They're waiting. Megan checked the scanner, weapons armed. There, not trying to talk. Rachel gave a small nod. Then we don't talk either. The Morning Star didn't slow down. As it came close to the Empire ships, it turned slightly and vanished. The sensors on the enemy ships lost it. 1 second, it was there. The next, it was behind them. Admiral Saren's voice shook. "How did it get past? What kind of drive is that?" One of the cruisers turned and tried to follow. Its engine failed. It drifted into an asteroid field. The command ship scanned hard, but all they saw was space. No heat, no trail, nothing. Rachel and her crew watched the reaction. "They're scared," Megan said. "They don't understand what we are." Rachel looked at the star map. They will, soon. On the Empire capital world, the leaders gathered. High Chancellor Verix asked, "What do we know about this ship?" "Very little," Saren replied. "It calls itself the Morning Star. Human name. The captain is female. She speaks perfect standard. She refused to answer our signals. Her ship moves with no visible thrust. Her speed is impossible." Verix stood slowly. "Humans," he said. "We forgot them. We thought they were gone. We were wrong." Messages were sent to nearby systems. Prepare for contact. Prepare for change. But the Morning Star was not stopping. It moved closer to the Empire's heart every hour. It came not with war, not with peace, but with purpose. And for the first time in centuries, the Empire felt fear. Admiral Saren stood on the deck of the command ship Dawnbreaker. He looked out at the stars and tried to understand what had just happened. An unknown human ship had entered their space, passed the patrols, and vanished without warning. Now the Empire was watching and waiting. The human ship had not fired. It had not spoken. It had not stopped. It just moved with purpose and speed. That was what made it dangerous. That was what made Saren afraid. "Where is it now?" he asked. Young officer replied, "It's on a direct path to Sector 6. We lost visual contact again, but sensors picked up a slight energy pulse about 6 minutes ago. It was likely a jump." Saren nodded. "Send word to all defense stations. Prepare. Shields. If it appears again, do not engage. Only observe." On the other side of space, inside the Morning Star, Rachel Monroe looked at the readings on her screen. They were deep in enemy space now. No turning back. Megan Ross checked the core systems. Drive cooling stable. Weapons idle. No external damage. We're good. Leo Grant gave a small laugh. "We're deep in the lion's den, and we haven't even scratched the walls." Rachel stayed quiet for a moment. Then she said, "They expected us to come with noise, with fire. That's not why we're here." Megan nodded. "Do you think they'll talk?" "I think they're scared," Rachel said. "And scared people don't always listen. We'll give them a reason to." At the same time, inside the Zelari Empire's High Council chamber, voices were loud and angry. Some leaders demanded the ship be destroyed. Others feared that attacking would bring war. Chancellor Verix listened to every word. He raised his hand, and the room went silent. "We must understand what we are dealing with," he said. "This is not a common ship. This is not a simple visitor. This is a message. The humans are back." One of the younger generals stood. "We should strike before they do. We have ships. We have weapons. We can crush one ship." Verix shook his head. "No, that is not the way. You may destroy one ship, but can you destroy what follows?" The room was silent again. On the bridge of the Morning Star, a signal blinked. It was weak but steady. A nearby planet had sent a message. It was not from the Empire. It was from a mining colony under Zelari rule. Rachel opened the message. A tired-looking alien face appeared. He spoke. Slowly, his words unsure. "We see your ship. We see the Empire move. We know who you are. If you are truly human, then listen. The people here are not your enemies. We want peace. Please, do not bring fire." Rachel stared at the screen. Then she looked at her crew. "Maybe not everyone. Here follows the Empire blindly," she said. Leo added, "Maybe some are ready to listen." Rachel sent a short reply. "We are not here to bring war. Stay safe. Stay quiet." Back in Empire space, the Council had made a choice. Admiral Saron was ordered to stop the human ship, but not destroy it. He was to surround it and demand surrender. As the Morning Star approached the edge of Sector 6, they saw the fleet waiting. 20 ships, all powered up, all aiming weapons at the center. Megan looked up from her console. "They're going to block us," Leo said. "They don't want to fight, but they'll have one if we push." Rachel thought for a moment. Then she stood up. "Let's show them something different." She walked to the front panel and opened a wide signal. Every ship in the fleet would hear it. "This is Captain Rachel Monroe of the human ship Morning Star. We are not here for war. We are not here to claim land or destroy cities. We come because we must. We come because we were once part of this galaxy, and now we return. We come with words, not with weapons." The message ended. Silence followed. The ships did not move. Then one of the smaller Empire ships sent a reply. A simple message. "Explain." Rachel smiled. "Open a link," she said. Soon, a screen lit up. An alien officer appeared. His face looked tired, but curious. He spoke slowly. "You enter our space. You break our rules. You pass our ships." "Why?" Rachel answered. "Because something is coming. Something worse than war. We have seen it before. We tried to face it alone. We almost failed. Now we return to warn others, to prepare." The officer said nothing for a while. Then he asked, "What is coming?" Rachel looked down. Her voice was calm. "We call it the Black Drift, a force that eats stars, a wave that leaves nothing. It took our colonies. It killed our people. We built this ship to search the edges of space and find its path. We followed it here." The officer looked surprised. "We have heard no such thing." "You will," Rachel said. "Soon." The signal ended. The fleet still held position, but no one fired. Rachel turned to her crew. Set course to the central zone. We will keep moving. Let them decide how to respond. And so, the Morning Star continued forward. It did not run. It did not hide. It passed the fleet without a fight. Behind them, the Empire watched in silence. Fear remained. But now, there was also doubt. And in that doubt, something new began. A question, a thought. Maybe the humans were not the enemy. Maybe they were the warning.